Okay, now this is the second stage of drywalling. All right, but we're going to put some better light on this. And then we're going to, I'll go do more Insane French shout out. Hey, my brother, Mike, line 2308, Mike. The Ranger, 92308. How's it going, bro? All right, glad to have you here. I just put up a video of the process of what I've done here. All right. This is a butt joint. I got about 2-3 more coats, and this is the first coat here where you fill in your joint, and then it's going to go from that to drywall, some more drywall mud, some more tape, and then mud over the top of it. Then you spread it out. All right. Shoot, this lighting in here, my phone isn't working good. But this is where it starts out, right there. I just put up a video, all right, where I was showing and explaining what to do and how to do all this. All right. So let me turn this camera around. I'm blocking the camera. All right. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? I got a mic. Testing out this mic. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You see it, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You see it. Okay, now I'm going to plug this in. Tell me if you can hear me. Test, test. All right, can you hear me now? One more time. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? So you can hear me. All right, good. All right, wanted to make sure. Okay, so I just uploaded a video, which would be part 1. This would be technically part 2. But this is what you didn't see up close and personal. I'll show it again, but I need to do my Insane Friends group shout out. I'm going to have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot to get some more drywall mud. But I need to do this shout out, so bear with me. Okay, Insane Friends live. We have Sunday, Sane Auto, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We have Sunday, Gregory Salvadori, 9 p.m. We have Eat Adventures, 9 p.m. Sunday. Tuesday, we have Bubba Suffocation, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, on Wednesday, we have Sane Auto, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. On the following 9 p.m., we have Muscle Car Appraisal. Very interesting show, great car show, great information. Then we have a more fun dirt bike type channel we have Dorito and La Luce Cabra at 6 p.m. Pacific time or California time. We have following yours truly, Easy 2 Tips and Tricks, 7 or 7:30 p.m. Thursdays. Okay, Saturday, we have Choppers Rule 1. They're coming to you from Australia. Then there is Fab Automotive Detailing, 9 p.m. Saturday. And then there's one other person. He's every third. Here we go. Every third Sunday. It's Hot Rod Madness with Tim Bird. Again, every third Sunday of the month. That's Hot Rod Madness with Tim Bird. All right. With that out of the way, let's take a look at this work here. This is the rough. This is what you don't see usually. So I'm going to show you this up close and personal. What I'm going to show you right now is where it starts out. All right, so let's go through the process here. Okay, you've just drywalled and it's screwed in place, and this is what you're looking at. Bam, there's what you're looking at. And that's a corner, okay? Now, it goes from this right here and this here to what's going on over here, all right? Then we go from that stage to this stage. You fill in the gap. Then after you fill in the gap, you put a thin layer of drywall mud back on the wall. I wet my tape down, and I show you how to do that in part 1, which is the video after this one, because I just uploaded it. And then you put your drywall tape down here on that wet mud. You start in the center and you take your drywall knife and you spread it up and you spread it back down. All right, then you, hey RG Homestead, I can't read the chat at the moment. Then you go over that with a thin layer of drywall mud, but you take it and you lift up on the drywall trowel, and then you kind of float over the center edge. All right. And then you do the other side and you spread it out and you end up with this here. And this is what you're dealing with as the end result. Now I've got a couple more coats to put on this. All right. Now here's the outer edge. You can see the gaps and all that'll get sanded and then filled in. Okay, here's the center. All right. You can see that's nice and smooth. Okay, all the way through. All right. Now, tomorrow I'm going to do a video showing you how I'm going to patch this and how it's going to turn out. So I'll be doing a video on this patchwork here. And this is the one that was cut properly. And I showed how to do that in my other video. This is how it should look. This is being cut properly, done right. And this is a big mistake. It should never, ever look that way. But I filled it in with some drywall. And then I'm going to fill it with mud and smooth it out. Quick, simple fix. All right. And that's why I filled it in with the drywall. But you go to my other video and I show you how to put backing behind this. Because if you notice, I've got staples I shot into it because I've got wood running across on the back side of this drywall. Okay, and then these, I've got, that will fill in real nice there too. And that'll look, you'll never know when I'm done that this is how it started out. All right. Now, so this is my medicine cabinet. I'm going to be hanging my oak doors on here, but I've got to paint this gray. This is going gray. The sides are going gray. The shelf's going gray. Face is going gray. And I'm going to use some auto body primer to do that. All right. that will allow me to paint that with the gray primer or gray spray paint. It'll look really nice and will make it that much more durable. All right. And this is my windowsill. All right. It's come out really decent, really nice. And I don't know if you can see it's black. I can't really tell. My screen's kind of messed up. But that's all black. Now I'm going to paint this chrome. This is going to get painted chrome. All the metal on this is going to get painted chrome to match my shower. All right. And so that's coming. I think everybody's seen the shower. There's that custom niche or shampoo shelf I made with the razor blade holder at the end. That's all custom and original. There's the razor blade holder I notched into the tile that's running across. All right. Let me get my glasses so I can see the chat. Let me get this turned around and get these lights turned off because it's blinded me in here. Bear with me. All right. Let me see who's in the chat. Thanks for being here. Ranger, did you get the tabs he sent you? Yeah, Mike, did you get those tabs he sent you? Mike, are you in the chat? Are you in the chat, Mike? I got the mic. Mike, are you in the chat? All right, time to unplug the mic. Okay, were you able to hear me okay there, RG? I wasn't sure. Mike was saying he could hear me, but I don't know. All right, I have to go to Lowe's to get some drywall mud or Home Depot. You can take a trip with me if you guys like. And as I go into the cave, the Bat Cave. All right, bear with me. See them in the light. Okay. All right, so drywall. My video I just uploaded right before I went live. I was showing exactly what I was doing and how to do it. Oh, good. I'm glad you got them, Mike. Yeah, so now I'm going to go to Lowe's. If you want to take the trip with me, fine. If you don't, that's okay too. I understand. Yeah, for sure. I'm going, it's dark out here in this neck of the woods. Okay. So I appreciate everyone being here. And getting ready to take off. You got to get drywall mud. And so I have it tomorrow so I can get going first thing. Oh, there's a little light. Okay. How do you guys like this little trick here? Look at that. That's your key to get in the car. Isn't that cool? I don't know if I like that or not. This is a hybrid. You won't even hear it start as I'm getting in. Yeah. Let me show you this hybrid. We'll turn this around. Oh, it was turned around. Bear with me. Here we go. Check out this key. All right. Oh, it's telling me to shut the door. Look at that. All right. Turn it on. Look at this. Look at that, Ford. All right. Now.
Name and probably rented living quarters somewhere in the area under another assumed name. So it was all set. It was just a matter of waiting for a morning when a heavy fog was down.
All right. Now, you never heard it start, but you see this car with the arrows? That tells you you're good to go. You see that seatbelt sign? It means I haven't buckled in. All right. This is a hybrid. And I don't know if I like it. I really don't. The gas mileage is pretty good, though. When I went to the beach, it cost me $15 in gas. It was about 300 miles round trip. Look at this. Back up camera. Not used to all these bells and whistles. Let me tell you what. My Toyota Tacoma Pre-Runner didn't have all this going on. All right. There we go. And we're off. Okay. Easy as she goes. All right, yeah. Good. I'm going to have to see if I can't turn up the light so I can see the chat here because I can't read the chat. I need to turn up my light. Come on, this light's, there we go. One second. Hey, Salvation Skateboard, how we doing, my brother? Thanks for dropping in. You'll have to holler at me one of these days. Yeah, I'm going to Lowe's. I got to get some drywall mud for tomorrow. I just put up a video on how to drywall a butt joint, showing you how I accomplished what I was showing earlier on this channel. And so up close and personal, something you generally don't see when these other guys are showing you how to drywall and what to do. They keep the camera 10 feet away, and you don't really see what's going on the wall. And you can come to my channel, you'll see exactly what's going on, good, bad, and ugly. Just keeping it real. It's easy enough to make everything look perfect when we can shut off the camera, and fix a mistake and then show you it all fixed. But I'd rather just keep it real and up close and personal. So if you're messing up, it's okay. You're going to get through it. There's a way to get around it. There's a way to fix it. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. And I'm not any professional drywaller. I have learned how to drywall. I've learned and still learning about mud and taping. I don't know all of it. I can get it done and show you how. But anyways, so you might want to check out that other video, the beach video. If you haven't seen the beach video with the guy singing Frank Sinatra, that was a real treat for my wife and I. Man is 86 years old, out there singing Frank Sinatra and a whole list of other older artists. He just has, sharing his love for music with the world and enjoys doing it. Then you see some surfing videos. I was hoping to body surf. I was really disappointed. It's probably been, I want to say, 20 years since I've done any body surfing. Yep, I'm off to Lowe's or Home Depot. They're across the street from each other anymore nowadays. I just figured since I'm going live with my Insane Friends group, I might as well just take you along. It's either take you along or not do the Insane group tonight. But, I try to stay consistent. If I haven't been so busy, I completely forgot about it. But anyways, back to the beach. Yes, I was hoping to go to do some body surfing, but where I was out there at Dana Point, it was perfect waves, little waves for beginners to surf. And you had 5, 6, 7-year-old children out there with their dads teaching them how to surf. Their dads would get on the board and put them on and take them for a ride or let them go by themselves. And so it was okay. It made for some really nice footage for the channel. But personally, I was really wanting to do some body surfing. I was looking forward to doing that. I did do a jump, roll, and flip at the beginning of one of my videos. It was the most boring video I produced this last weekend. But that was at the beginning of the video, I figured I'd have to do something, couldn't body surf. So I had to, Oh, and while I'm thinking about it here in the next week or two, I'm going to start a exercise in the morning, get in shape with me series. Well, thank you there, Salvation Skateboard. I appreciate that, bro. It means a lot. I appreciate you being a part of my YouTube channel. It's good getting to know you as well. Mike, you might want to check out Mike Har and RG. I'm not sure who else is in the chat. The show's 5. I appreciate everyone being here. But as I was saying, I'm going to start get in shape with me on my channel in the morning. It's going to be a basic, anybody and everybody, whether you're disabled, whether you're elderly, whether you're a housewife, or just plain out of shape. There'll be a couple days a week, and then I will have more of an advanced day where I'm showing guys that are bodybuilders or beginning bodybuilders, and they're looking for some more tips and tricks and how-tos for bodybuilding. I've got over 20 years of experience in bodybuilding, although you wouldn't know it. I got fat and out of shape. But that's what happens when you get married. Well, it's time to get back in shape. And, I'll be putting my forehead to the floor between my legs. The goal will be to put my cheek on the floor between my legs. That's about as far as you can go. And so I'll be showing some stretching routines and techniques. I'll be showing some exercises that, like I say, everybody can do. And that'll be a couple days a week, and then at least one day a week I'll be doing this advanced bodybuilding, weightlifting, stretching routine for that day. And we'll just see where this all goes. It's been on my mind for a while now. And it's time for me to get busy and get going on it. And so this is a rough, letting you know. This isn't when I do it. I'm going to do a little preview commercial and explain, more and it'll be, you know, I'll have it all put together just for what I'm doing. And I'm really looking forward to doing it. Like I say, I have over 20 years of bodybuilding experience. I'll put up some pictures of what I used to look like. Seeing's believing. And, you know, I look back at where I was. Yeah, it does come along with age, but, RG, if you don't use it, you lose it. You know, you got to get blood flowing to it. And, you know, if your back muscles are like old tires, I'm going to show you how to soften them up so you can stretch. I will show you some techniques, you know. I will show you, and I'll show you how it's benefited me and what it allows me to do. Like I said, like I say, there's always a way, always. Just got to know what that way is, you know. That comes from an old saying that my dad used to say, which is, where there's a will, there's a way. You may have heard that one. And I would say to my dad, where there's a will, there's a better way. And then that's transpired into, where there's a will, well, there's always a way. So, and there is. I was thinking of doing the same thing. Strike out. I can't really read and drive here, RG. I'm going to have to read this chat after I get stopped. Sorry, I'm going to have to read. I'll have to pull over. Or Lowe's is only about another 8 minutes down the road. It looks like it's going to be miles and miles, but it's not. Give me 8, maybe 10 minutes, maybe that. About 8 minutes, I'm thinking. It just looks like, well, I'm sort of out in the sticks. I was able to make that part out. Thank you, Ranger. Cool. Yeah, that's Brother Mike there, Chris. You have to wait, so we all know that. But no, RG, seriously, I literally have over 20 years of weightlifting experience. You know, I could tell you stories, and I could, you know, tell you about all these things I used to do. But what good does it do when it's what I used to do? You know, but I had, just to give you an idea, I can share this, I guess. Checked out your channel. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're doing that there, Salvation Skateboard. I worked myself up to putting 225 pounds on the easy curl bar. Now, like I said, I had to work up to it. I had to strengthen my lower back. I had to strengthen my stomach. I had to put 25 pounds and swing it from my waist up to my shoulders. Then I would flex every muscle from my waist up, and my body would be flexed, my whole upper body. And I would take that 225 pounds down in slow motion. That's not an exaggeration. And then I would immediately swing it back up to my shoulders, take it back down a second time. It went a little bit faster than slow motion, but it was still controlled, and it was obvious it was controlled. And then the third time, it dropped pretty quick. You know, that was called muscle failure. But there was still some control and muscles engaged on the third time down. And that's where I was building my strength. It was on the down and the resistance. That was resistance training. Lowe's is right down there, folks. Right there. So give me a minute. You know, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, because I'm not. I'm just saying I'm going to start this channel, and I want you to know I know what I'm talking about. But to do that, like I said, it took me like 3 months of preparation. to be able to take 225 pound and do what's called negative curls with it. And that's what they're called, negative curls. That's extremely advanced weightlifting. But that's just to give you an idea. But again, I just been mentioning this only for the purposes of, you know, you look at me today, you'd never know. I'm fat and not out of shape by comparison, terribly out of shape by comparison. And that's why I say, you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to call it come and get in shape with me, or get in shape with me, or something like that. And you know, I'd like to just keep it as a regular routine on my channel as long as I can. I would enjoy that. Yeah, I do. I am able, yeah, exactly. And that's where that's my foundation, is the experience. There's Sonic right there, although I don't care for Sonic. I think they're overpriced and their food isn't all of that, you know. So that's just to give you an idea. So it'll be a couple days of some basic routines where you can pull out a chair and do some exercises from a chair. Stand up, lay on the floor. Just some basic exercises for somebody that's just simply out of shape. Or, you know, for women with children, or somebody that's disabled, or whatever, you know. It's really gonna help people that don't think they can exercise actually exercise, you know. You're making, oh, I bet I am, Mike. I bet I am. Here we are at Lowe's. Home Depot's across the street over there. Now I'm going to park in this area. This is a gray area right here. It says pick up parking, 15 minutes only. So I'm going to park right here where it's convenient. It's not handicapped. And interestingly enough, not too many people use it. All right, let me see this chat. Let me go back through the chat. RG, you wrote quite a bit and I wasn't able to read it. All right, let's see. All right. I was thinking of doing the same thing with some striking combinations and a bag. That's a good idea. Working legs, kicks, yeah. Speed bag work, yeah. Yeah. I can sort of work a speed bag. I used to have a double punch I was developing back in the day. I used to do some martial arts stuff too there, Salvation Skateboard. But I got to get my legs in shape before I try to kick. Salvation, for some reason, I can't link to your channel. Huh, that's interesting, RG. Thank you, Ranger. Appreciate it. And you're welcome. Okay, RG, went to down to no. Rangers, until, I just checked out. Okay, cool. Becoming a logo extremist. What? RG, I'm not sure why, but definitely sub. Don't use that word. Don't use sub. Sub's not a good word. Joining your community, visiting your channel, you know, the word sub is not a good word there to be using, bro. Google. Well, they're ultimately the owners, but YouTube really frowns on that word. Okay, I didn't get, I got to go back even more to get RG's comment. Okay, Northwest. If you're here, Northwest, thank you for being here. I've got terrible, I will help you with your shoulders, Northwest _50H3. I have some routines that will help you. I have some personal push-ups that are unique that I've modified that makes it, easier and develops muscle and strengthens the shoulders. Hey, Steve Parks. A lot of stuff to drywall, woodworking, surfing, bodybuilding. Yeah, well, bro, you know, you live a little while and yeah, you don't stay cooped up in the house on the computer. It's amazing what you can do. Wrong time of year to do that, but skimboarding would be okay. Skimboarding, that's nobody knows about anymore, RG. Nobody knows what that means. Unless somebody brought it back. Skimboarding used to be popular like back in the 70s and 60s and 70s. I remember my brothers were teenagers making skimboards and using them when it would flood in the rain. You know, skimboards, yeah, that would be great at the beach. And they used to do it at the beach back in the 60s. Made out of plywood. And you cut a round piece of plywood or cut it into a teardrop shape, polyurethane it, take it out to the beach and you throw it on the sand and you jump on it, you slide. It is so much fun if you can hold up your balance, that is. I had a 4.5-foot surfboard that had no skag on it. There's no tail fin, no skag. And we would use it for a skimboard at the beach. It was fun. You brought back some memories there, RG. Okay, I'm looking for your comments here, RG. It's what I'm looking for. That's not good. Hope you get better soon. Somebody's not feeling well. Sore throat, strep throat. Oh, gargle with some salt water. It might burn, but it'll help it to heal. Kill that bacteria. Hot water and salt. RG, I don't know what happened to your comments that I missed. Hey Ken, are you doing all the chat tonight? Am I doing yes, always all in the chat. It's always all in the chat. If I'm live, it's always all in the chat. Even if I'm not live, you know, you can make friends with people in my chat. You know, tell them you came from my channel. You bet. Hey, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, RG. I've got 5 in the chat and 3 thumbs up. He's at Lowe's. Yep, getting mud, drywall mud. Yep. Joint compound is the proper terminology for those that, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. All right, you've never learned it all. It just takes time. You get it. That's right, RG. That's true. That's keeping it real. Yes. That's right. That is exactly right, RG. That's just honest. You never learn it all. It just takes time and you'll get it done. Yep. Out when you were mentioning the workout videos. Oh, it cut out when I was mentioning. No, I said 3 days a week. I'm planning on doing in the morning. Get in shape with me. I may just call it that. For some basic beginner stuff for people that are disabled, people that are just plain out of shape. I don't care how old you are, you know. Teenagers that all they do is sit on their computers, you know, and they're not getting any exercise. And they'll have some real basic stuff on a couple days, and then I'll start out with at least one day where it's going to be a more serious bodybuilder, somebody that wants to get conditioned and get serious with getting in shape and getting strong and all of that. And that'll be at least one day, and I'll start out with that one day a week and see where it all goes, you know. All right, it comes along. That's like, huh? It comes with the age kid. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right, Steve Park stuff. I just read that. I've got terrible shoulders. So Northwest, if you're still in here, I can help you, bro. You can just take your arm, stick it straight out, and do little circles. Little circles. Both arms straight out. I can tell you that right now. If you got bad shoulders, start strengthening that shoulder. That works the rotor cuff. That tightens up the tendons, the muscles, the tendons and the ligaments, and firms the muscle on the outside. You just do it, it'll burn. It'll start burning after a few minutes, and you just keep going. And it's strengthening that rotor cuff. That's the first place you want to start if you're still in here, Northwest. Yeah. But there'll be some more, there's more exercises. And this, you're not doing nothing. You're just spinning, you're holding the weight of your arm out, straight out from your body. And you're just doing these little circles. Then you can open and close your hand as you do it. And that really gets the blood pumping through your arm. Let me tell you what, that's a whole nother level. And you're not doing it. It's not strenuous, but you get it. You feel it. Try it for 5-10 minutes. You think you can do this for 5 or 10 minutes? Then open and close your hand as fast as you can as you do it. It takes it to a brand new level. All right. Hey, Roadbuster 760. I'm out here at Lowe's. I was just reading the chat. I was just telling everybody here in a week or two, I'm going to do a workout routine in the morning, stretching, getting in shape. I'm going to call it Getting in Shape with Me because I'm out of shape big time. But I used to be in shape. Serious, I used to be in some very good shape. But anyways, so it's going to be, a couple days a week for the person that's out of shape, somebody that's disabled, single parents, whatever, And then I'm going to have a serious day of some serious bodybuilding techniques and whatnot. But that's coming up here in the very near future. And I'll be doing a community post on it. I'll be doing a little video where I'm talking about more in detail about it and that kind of thing. So tell a friend, give them early heads up. But I'm getting ready to go into Lowe's. Covered all my bases there. You can come on in with me. If you don't want to go in, I understand. If you're bored, I understand. But I got to be here, so I thought I'd, why not? So here we go. Let me get this car locked. Now we know it's locked. Got my hand blocking this viewer. All right, I got to get some drywall mud, and there's some dry. Learned about it. It's got aggregate in it. It's got like sand. And it's for thicker, when you've got wall. I've got a wall that's, it's out really bad. And I got to get it to blend in. So I got to find out where this stuff is, and along with my joint compound. But I guess I might need if I had just one bag, I'd just throw it on my shoulder, but it's, we're going to have 2 bags possibly, so it won't go on my shoulder, especially not with this phone in my hand. All right. Yeah. And down. Well, I'd show you the store, but I don't know about copyright stuff, I think I'd be breaking all kinds of copyright, whatnot. Oh, I just read recently that if you have any music in the background of your videos, like right now there's music, they can't touch you on that. And that's something YouTube's doing. That they just started doing here. Like I was at the gym and there was a music playing at the gym last year, and I was notified, and the owner of that song, they can take any revenue or put videos on your channel as a result. Nothing you can do about it, or you just don't put it up. You take it down or keep it private. But now YouTube is stopping that. And that's the good news. Only problem is when you're looking for something you're not familiar with. It's concrete stuff. Yeah, this. I wish I knew if drywall would go over lightweight concrete. I'm afraid it would. I don't know if it would stay or not. So I do have some stuff I use on my bathroom walls. It's concrete based. I don't know how that would mix. Well, I appreciate everyone sticking it out and hanging out here with me. But my battery's telling me it's dying. And I'm not finding the drywall now. That's all right. Well, guys, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being a part of my community and hanging out here, taking a ride with me to Lowe's. I'm going to find out where this mud is. Excuse me, where's the drywall mud?
Drywall mud, you also have, do you want a big pail of it?
I went to powder, the mix. But I also understand there's some with like sand in it. It's like for covering larger areas where you got to build it up.
They have down in building materials, they have pails here, but then they have some floor too.
Okay. Yeah, I went to powder the stuff
You like that one?
Yeah. It gets a bigger bang for the buck. And and see, you use it pre-made, then it dries, and then you have trouble with it when you make it because you're relying on that,
Yeah.
So you make it what you need and you're good. So we need like 90-minute. What is this stuff here? Prep patch. That might be good for what I'm wanting to do, maybe. Concrete masonry, plastic, wallboard, wood. This prep patch sounds like it might work because I got to build it up pretty thick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in this one area.
Is there that much of a
Probably like about 3/16.
Wow. I took a wall down to build an arch out of a doorway. Somebody put a half an inch of that on there.
Really, but you don't know what the medium was with whether because it's here this prep patch. Sounds like should work, but I don't know as a fact.
Yeah.
Plaster of Paris might be okay, but I need more than this.
Everything down in building materials is just I believe it's just a 5-gallon pail. I might have.
Is that different? The bag's a different color. No, I don't need plaster of Paris. Although I don't know, that might work too.
Yeah.
For what I'm doing, it may be just fine.
It's a drywall, is it? Yeah.
Well, it's a problem area. I put in a shower, and then I've got my hardy backer behind it. Then my drywall comes up, and the hardy backer's still sticking out at the bottom.
Oh, geez, yeah.
And so I got this it said it's got to go out in about 1.5 feet.
Oh, geez.
From the hardy backer, so it's all blends and it's all level.
Yeah.
But it's about 1 foot up from the floor, but it's just enough to be a problem.
Oh, sure.
I don't want it cracking later and be an issue.
Yeah.
So make it all get the right stuff now, and
It's
a done deal. Paris might work. I wonder.
It might hold up better.
I'm thinking.
It's in a wet location.
I'm thinking plaster Paris might be the ticket. But I learned about something that has like sand in it, aggregate, some sand. And it's made for this very thing. But I just learned about it, you know, and I figured somebody here might know what I'm talking
Stucco
about.
patch thing that's got same thing.
Stucco patch?
I remember my wife. I told her, I said, "Come in here and give me some, spackling or something." She come home with that. I said, "Wow, that's
stucco patch. Stucco patch.
It's almost like concrete, really."
But if I got to put a layer of drywall mud on, is it going to hold?
Well, it's textured, so.
Hey, RG, are you still? I'm live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Are you still in the chat, RG? RG, question for you. You still here?
It's waterproof.
It might be another way to go. If the drywall mud will stick, I'd hate to put this on and then the drywall mud not stick.
It should, considering what it's made of. There's a lot of sand in that. It's almost all sand. Really.
Well, maybe I need to read the container. Well, I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So take care, God bless, and never give up, because there's always a way, always. And as you see, I'm figuring out what that way is now. Bye.